We have all seen the packs on FIFA for years now. People getting incredible players in them whilst losing their minds. But in career mode, that randomized path was missing. Today, I created my own career mode slot machines, which will determine how many transfers I get to make, what type of player I get to buy, whilst even deciding how I'm going to line up on the pitch. We have played career mode the same way for too long. Time to switch it up. And for that, I have created Random FC, a team placed in EFL League 2, and a squad looking quite decent from the get-go, but needing new players desperately. And here is the initial squad. Wallace, 23-year-old, 69 rated, the top player in this team. And then after that, well, pretty much it's just a bunch of players around the 60s, with Naylor actually on the 70, but a bit older. So Wallace is the key player for now, Jamaican right wing with a power shot. And whilst I do have 1 million in the budget, it actually means nothing, because every single transfer, every single move we make is going to be decided by the slot machines. So there's the slot machine I've created. The first one you get to see, it's the formation randomizer on this one. And yes, this is something I actually had to code myself. So lads, hopefully you enjoy this freaking video. Starting off with the formation, we will go with 5-2-1-2. I don't know if I've ever used this before. Let's find it. 5-2-1-2. Is it here? Yes, it is. Okay, it's a quite central formation. 5 at the back, very strong. Center midfielders can be attacking ones because we do have plenty of defenders at the back. We'll have a center attacking mid and 2 strikers. I gotta say, I actually really like 2 striker formations. I feel like we've been going very heavy on 1 striker formations in the past FIFAs. I really like this. On to the second one. This one right here decides how many transfers I get to make. So let's spin the wheel and see if we get lucky. It's going to be 2 transfers. Only 2 this season. And now it's time for the big one, the most important one of them all. Now that we know we get to make 2 transfers, we'll spin this twice. This one is the transfer randomizer. It will give me an age group for the player. It will give me a budget I'm allowed to spend, and then which league that player is from. So let's begin with the first spin. I'm really hoping this is going to be something decent. 16 to 18-year-old, 75 million Eredivisie. Okay, I get to spend up to 75 million. Who is 16 to 18 in the Eredivisie? That would be perfect. Oh, I know already. It just had to be Hato, one of the highest potential players in the Eredivisie. 88 potential on him, and perfect for this formation as he can play centre back and left back as well. Joining us from Ajax for just 28.8, and as you know, we were able to spend up to 75 million, but that can change with every single spin. Now, this is the first transfer I'm making. Hato comes in there at the age of 18, 86 pace, 74 defending, 71 physicality, 6 foot tall, with 4 very, very good play styles, specifically if we want to use him as a more attacking fullback. And for that, I have to go into here, into the player roles, and tell him, buddy, I want you to move forward as much as you can. Attacking wingback, here we go. We have plenty of defenders back there. On to the second spin we go. What's it going to be? 16 to 18, under 20 million, Belgian Pro League. I like that. And yes, every single league is included in this slot machine, so don't you worry. And we do have different age groups as well. Just ignore this bottom part. For whatever reason, I couldn't fix it yet. I will fix that in the code later on. And we have decided to opt in for the 16-year-old Karetsas, a Greek player with insane potential, fitting into our formation in the best way possible. He also cost us below 10 million, actually coming in at 5. And with that, that's the last transfer of the season. But I gotta tell ya, I really love the slot machine that I have created. I really hope you guys like it as well. Maybe one day I will release it to the public. But for now, Karetsas is the one that we brought in. Left-footed, 5'7", technical, first touch on him as well. Him and Hato are the ones leading the line initially for this team. Very, very fun concept. I'm really enjoying myself. Just for your information, changed Wallace to a striker. He drops down by 2 ratings. Cook was a CDM, dropped down to a 62 because he now is a centre-back. And we had this Harrington guy on the reserves that now has come into the starting 11 as well. So this is how we're going to go into our first season. Hopefully next season I can make like 3 transfers, which by the way is the maximum we can get in the slot machine. The first season for Random FC finishes in the 18th position with 55 points, which clearly is a bit bad. But then again, we were only able to make 2 transfers. Carezas has gone up by +3 and Hato has gone up by +2. I'm assuming they didn't go up much because mainly the team kind of sucked. But at the same time, I'm really hoping that next season will be even better. Ideally, I need to bring in a goalkeeper. I also need to bring in another striker. These things are going to be very important. But hey, this season, Wallace, the Jamaican, has done extremely well alongside Clark. But Carezas, 9-7. First year in, not too bad. But then again, considering he is 73 rated, I did expect a little bit more from him. So what's it going to be this time around? For the transfer amount, give me 3. Give me 3. Let's go. This is huge. Question is, what can we actually sign? 16 to 18 under 35 million Scottish Premiership. It turns out to be one of the easiest choices ever. That man walking in is, of course, Lennon Miller. For 9 million, I have been able to sign him. We've been getting lucky with the amount we can spend. 73 rated. He walked straight into that midfield. There was another option for the striking position, which was Wilson from Hearts, but he's only 66 rated. So I thought Miller just makes more sense. Comes in at the age of 18, 6 foot tall, incisive pass, intercept as well. Was one of the better players I used in this year's career mode. One of the players that grew very quickly, left my team, joined Juventus at one point when I was doing my Wrexham career mode, and blew up to like an 89 rating instantly. So hopefully he can do that over here as well. On to the next one. What's it going to be? 22 to 25, under 5 million, Chinese Super League. What? I actually found my player, but it ain't a striker. It's a centre-back in the name of Jiang Shenglong, now joining us for 3 million. He originally plays for Shanghai Shenhua, and now he belongs to us. And by the way, yes, when we do spin the wheel and it says like 22 to 25, they have to be within that range when it comes to like the first season of career mode. So their actual age in real life, you know. So that's how we're going to do it. And of course, the team that they play for, the same goes for that. But Jiang Shenglong comes in now, 24 years old, 6'4", right-footed. Any of these guys? Yeah, perfect. Hold on. Any of these guys left-footed? No. Anyways, I'm going to put him over onto that right-hand side. 76 pace, 68 defending, 81 physicality at 6'4". That's not too bad. On to the last one. 16 to 18, under 5 million Bundesliga. Oh, mate, just give me more money. We could have done wonders in the Bundesliga with more money. I need a striker, and I'm getting myself one. Merstedt is now the one that we're bringing in from Hoffenheim. A very talented player, but only actually up to 80 potential in FC25 right now. But obviously, when he does join our team, we can make the best of it. 3 million I only paid for this guy. And he comes in to replace Barlow at the 61. 69 rated, my friends. 6'4", not the most amount of pace. Decent shooting. That's pretty much all. He doesn't have any special stats, but he is 6'4", so he can be quite a target man for this team. If this squad does not get promoted, I'm going to put it down to the fact that it's the goalkeeper. I should have brought a goalkeeper. I made a mistake. I should have bought one. Random FC promoted into EFL League 1 thanks to 91 points this season. And look, thanks to the randomizer, we are building up quite an interesting looking team. Wallace up to a 73. The guy is on fire. Merstedt 74. Love that. Carezza 77. Hato already on an 83. Clearly a leader of this squad. So what we should do is make him the captain of this squad as well. He was the first signing, if I'm not mistaken. So technically speaking, very good team for now. Merstedt is the top scorer this time, just ahead of Wallace. Both have the same exact amount of goal contributions though, and Barlow as a backup has done a decent job. Carezza's 12 and 15, Miller 11 and 8. That's what I like to see. Hato, you got any assists, pal? 3 of them. That's all right for me. Now, going into the next season, I'm hoping that I can make at least 1 or 2 transfers. Specifically for the goalkeeping position, I need to get lucky. Time for the transfer amount randomizer. That's 3. That's another 3. Back-to-back 3 transfers. This is huge. This has to be one of the most important transfer windows. Question is, where are we going for this and how much do I get to spend? First, 122 to 25. 75 million, but League 2. There's going to be players that aren't worth that much, but maybe there is a young goalkeeper in there that I could use. Just 2 years ago, I was a huge fan of this player, but he has been playing in the 2nd division for a bit now. And that, Formose Mendy, was perfect for our team. He's not a goalkeeper, but he is coming in for 10 million at a rating of 76. That, my friends, is an amazing centre-back to get and to pop straight into our defense. That should make us even stronger. 78 pace on him, 75 defending, 78 physicality, 6'3" tall. I am very happy with this signing. It should help us out. But let's keep it up. What is the next one? 22 to 25, under 75 million, Saudi Pro League. Now, the Saudi League has a bunch of really talented players. I don't know if 22 to 25 is too old, though. It couldn't have been better. That, my friends, is Bento, a Brazilian goalkeeper playing for Al Nassr, who was known to be a huge talent before he moved to the Saudi League. And now he is coming in for 39.8 million. It is within our budget. It is a player rated 83. And with that, it's a plus 23 upgrade. That spin of the wheel couldn't have been better. 6'3" tall, comes in with the deflector playstyle. I was hearing about this guy for a bit before he joined into the Saudi League. Ever since then, I haven't heard much. But when he was in Brazil, he was known to be a very good goalkeeper. So, welcome into the team, Bento. Now, at the age of 27, but in real life, at the age of 25. So, this is amazing. But that also means we get to spin it again and see what we get for the last one. Unlimited budget, Liga Portugal, 22 to 25. Who do I want? Who is the one that really fits into this team? I'm just thinking, like, Wallace can still go up in his rating. Kemp is one that I should probably replace, or a right back. But that's boring. But then again, I need one right now. And hold up, even though my budget is unlimited, there is one player that is actually really good over there. I actually wanted to sign Martin Fernandez, but he is not within the age range, making it impossible. So that was the idea I had, but I guess I'll have to find a different one. So I decided to go for a centre mid, Orkun Kökçü, one of my favorite players in the past couple of years, who now currently plays for Benfica, is going to be walking into this side, and he's coming in for a hefty budget, for a hefty value, I should say. 62.6 million I had to pay for this man, and he comes in at a rating of 85. So that right back position is going to remain open for now. Wells, good luck in there. But Kökçü comes in at the age of 25, real life 23. 76 pace, 81 shooting, 85 passing, 86 dribbling, with good defending and physicality for a centre midfielder at 5'9". And look at those play styles. Finesse shot, power shot, dead ball, incisive pass, and trivela. We have gotten ourselves an incredible centre mid. With that being said, Wallace, Naylor, and Wells, the only ones to be replaced as we move on, but we still have time. Random FC are going up into the championship with 99 points. And at this stage, you might think, oh, that's great. This is getting easier, right? No. What if next season those spins give me like 1 million to spend and sends me over to a league where players can't help me at all? So that random side of the game is going to be very bad, possibly moving forward. But we'll think about that when the time comes. Let's go over and see what we have going on right here in the team. Merstedt has been outdone by Wallace in terms of growth. Carezza's 81, Kökçü 86, Hato 88, Mendy up to an 80, and Shenglong as well, Bento 86. I love that. This team looks very good for now. So hopefully we can get at least one transfer to make to improve that right back position. But at the same time, it could be a bad one, as I said. Specifically now that I need a right back, I need to get very lucky. This season's stats, Wallace is the king of this squad right now with 35 and 10, Merstedt with 28 and 6, Kökçü with 17 and 9, and Miller doing great, while Carezza gets the most assists. How many transfers do I get to make this time? Here we go. It will be one. I will take one. Please. right back. And here's the spin we are waiting for. Come on, good league. 19 to 21, K-League. Why? Why is it the K-League? I have found the one, but he's worth 8 million. I only get to spend 10 million, as you guys know. So please, please just give me the perfect deal. Hwang Jae-won is someone that we had in one of our recent rebuilds. An incredible right back that's doing really well in the K-League right now. One of the best young players there. So let's see if we get this deal over the line. 8 million I'm going to offer at first. 8.9. Yes, I'll take that. Thank you very much. We have our right back. Welcome to our squad, pal. Very happy to have him in the team. 8.9 million. Originally 21 years old. Plays for Daegu. Some of you guys might remember his actual rating is a 76. And that 76 is quite good. Comes in with intercept and anticipate. And as you guys know, he was incredible in the last rebuild. And I'm very happy that we're able to welcome him again into this team. Coming in with 81 pace. Decent defensive stats, 5'11". Hwang Jae-won fits in perfectly. But I only get to make one transfer, which means we are still holding Naylor in the championship. And Wallace, thankfully, is going up along the rest of the team, so that's okay. Random FC first in the championship, 100 points this time around. We are truly building an incredible legacy. And here's the team. Wallace still leading the line at the age of 27. Mørstedt, 22 years old, 82 rated. Karetsas, 86. Love that. Miller has overtaken Karetsas. Kökçü on 88. Naylor, no growth, I believe. Hwang Jae-won looks very solid. +5 this season. +3 for Shenglong. Mendy's coming along nicely. Hato, he's on a 90 and is looking ridiculously good, whilst Bento is on an 88. So, we need to find a new centre-back. That should be technically quite easy, but we'll see how that goes. And then ideally, I need to bring in players for the bench as well. I know, you guys always love complaining about my bench, and hopefully, I'll have plenty of choices to bring in here. But hey, this season, Mørstedt has finally stepped up and outdone Wallace with 32 goals. And Karetsas, what a season, 15 and 16. Going into the Premier League, how many transfers do we get to make? It's going to be 3. Yes. By the way, the options are 0, 1, 2, 3. That's all we have in there. First player to walk in, 19 to 21, under 20 million Eredivisie. That could be a very good backup. Now, here's the question. Do I gamble on the next 2 choices being better, or do I go for a centre-back straight away? I don't know. At first, I wanted Watergoes from AZ Alkmaar, but he's worth above 22 million. But then I found the right one. That man right there is a centre-back that used to play for Nordsjælland, if I'm not mistaken, and now plays for PSV Eindhoven at the age of 21. That is Adamo Nagalo, who I signed for 19.4 million. I was only able to spend a maximum of 20, so this was pretty much perfect. Now, the reason why I was thinking, oh, maybe I should gamble on, like, higher fees was maybe I can go for a backup in a different position and then bring in a very high-rated centre-back. But I guess now I have found my centre-back. And from this point onwards, we now have a full starting 11 except for Wallace, who I have to replace at some point, by the way. I'm very sorry about that. That's the rules. But we have brought in Nagalo. Everyone in here has been chosen by the slot machine, basically. And this man comes in now at the age of 25 with 80 pace, 76 defending, 79 physicality, 6'1", long ball pass, jockey, and block. Looks very good to me. Well, let's see what the next spin is going to be. 19 to 21, under 5 million K-League. This is exactly what I did not want. Well, I guess it's time to bring in the first backups, and this is one of them. His name is Kang Sang-yoon, coming in from Jeonbuk Hyundai for 3.3 million. Look, don't get me wrong, he's not going to change the world. This guy comes in at a 72 rating, which could be quite useful as a backup centre-back. Only 24 years old, could still grow, maybe at some point reach the 80s. You'll never know. I mean, he's not a high potential player, but we'll see how it goes. We do have a bunch of players here on the bench that I should probably move up, just so we have a bit stronger of a bench here. And even Kemp right here could be quite useful. So, yeah, Kang Sang-yoon, welcome to the team. Let's spin the wheel. Should have said, let's spin the slot machine. Here we go. Next one is 19 to 21, under 5 million rest of the world. What's up with all the 19 to 21s? So I went into the rest of the world and looked at Dinamo Zagreb, and they had Jan Oliveras. This man comes in for 1.3 million. And yes, this is not us strengthening. This is not a good thing. I mean, we could even get an unlimited budget, basically, and, like, improve any position if we were to get a top 5 league along with it. That is the dream. But anyways, we have now brought in a man who is a left back to back up the likes of Hato. Only 24 years old at this stage. In real life, he is 19. And, yeah, some decent stats. 5'8". Nothing special, really. The wheel wasn't nice to us this time around. Not so random anymore. The team has finished in a second position this season, right behind Manchester City. What a debut in the Premier League. I mean, just look at this. Okay, Wallace seems to have hit his ceiling. Merstedt on an 86 right now. Karetsas 88. Miller. Kökçü 89. Defensively, we are looking very good. These guys are not too old yet as well, so that's a good thing. Nagalo up to an 80 this season. And Bento on a 90 at this stage with the deflector plus, which we love to see. And obviously the bench players who we have brought in, one of them hasn't grown at all, but it is what it is. Now, our team has qualified for Champions League football. That means a lot. Obviously, finally, I want to win the Champions League. But until then, I feel like we still have a couple of transfer windows ahead of us. Merstedt, 22-2. Wallace, 22-4. Miller, 14-7. Wallace, I'm so sorry. I have to turn you either into a backup or kick you out to bring in a new striker. Spinning the wheel for the transfer amount, and it's 2 this time around, which is better than 0. Thank you very much. And what's the player we are getting? 22 to 25, unlimited budget, Premier League. That's what you want. Let's go. We have cracked the jackpot right there. The time has come for a world-class signing. Alexander Isak is the one I have chosen. I could have had Haaland, Ødegaard, Saka, Saliba, Palmer, whoever I wanted, really. But I wanted Alexander Isak because I feel like he's going to make a big difference in his team in the gameplay portion. When it comes to strikers, and then you only have the option of Haaland above Isak, I don't like Haaland in gameplay, man. I really don't. Let me know, who's like your favorite striker to use in FC25 in terms of like the higher rated ones. Wallace now goes down to the bench. He's going to be a very good player there. Isak comes in at an 88, now at the age of 29. Obviously, in real life, he is a bit younger. He is 24 years old, which is pretty much perfect for this. Coming in at 6'4" with incredible pace, shooting, dribbling, 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, and 4 very good playstyles. So off we go for the next one. 19 to 21, under 50 million championship. Okay, we can get some good players in the champ. You know what? This was actually class. I'm bringing in a new starter for our team from the championship at Burnley. Egan Riley is now coming in real life, 21 years old, so perfectly fits in. And his rating is an 83. And that means Nagalo now turns into a very, very good backup player for us, which I appreciate, obviously. And Egan Riley comes in now with 87 pace, 83 defending, 84 physicality, standing 6 foot tall. Now, my team is looking so much better. I mean, just freaking look at that. What a squad this is. Looks like we can put the slot machine to rest. First position, 83 points, won the Premier League title. And that is obviously a great achievement. Community Shield, beaten Manchester City. Thank you very much. FA Cup, City wins it. Carabao Cup belongs to us. So that is 2 trophies so far. In the Champions League, first in the league phase. Round of 16, beating the likes of Lille. Quarterfinals, PSG. Semi-finals, Leverkusen. And now, Atletico Madrid in the final. Lads, our team is about to pull all those big trophies off. Only if I manage to win with this squad, of course. Isak 90, Merstedt 88, Karetsas 90, Kökçü as well, Miller on a 90. Every single one of them has a playstyle plus now. So Isak has the first touch plus. Merstedt doesn't have anything, sadly. Karetsas technical plus, which against AI, I feel like is kind of useless. Do you guys use it? I never use it. And then Kökçü, incisive pass, love it. Miller as well. That's very good to have on center midfielders. Javon on an 89 right now. Shenglong on an 88, Mendy 88, Egan Riley has flown up to an 87, Hato 92, Captain Bento 92 as well, if I can get there. And then obviously we have some great backups in Wallace, Kang Sang-yoon, and we also have Oliveras. It's an okay backup. Nagalo, much better. And apart from that, I think we're pretty much done. Yes. So, let's see what the stats are looking like. Who could be up for the Ballon d'Or in this team? It could be Isak. It probably will be Isak because Carezas as a midfielder doesn't count towards the Ballon d'Or. For whatever freaking reason, EA should change that. But 29-11 is outstanding from our Greek youngster. Only 22 by now. Now, Atleti is playing Lautaro and Julian Alvarez, the two Argentinians up top. I have to be very much aware of that. Alvarez against Shenglong. I'm trying to get there. Wow, that's impressive passing. We somehow survived this, and I nearly bottled it. Kirkchu, what a pass. I love that. Merstedt gets past 1, 2, hits it. Donnarumma. Of course, it's Donnarumma. Bottled that there. Now Formose. Ooh, I'm getting outplayed. Bro, Atleti is good. Good tackle, Carezas. I freaking love that from you. He cuts in. Looking for Isak. Isak gets past 1. Alexander Isak. Tight angle. Gotta give it a try. Ooh, big steal by Hato. Isak. Aiming for Miller. Miller. Over to Merstedt. Give me that corner. I'll take the corner. Carezas. Nice. Gets past 1. Aiming for the far post. Doesn't work. Big tackle. I love it. Alexander Isak. Now a bit of a pace burst. Looking for Merstedt. He's through. He can't freaking shoot. Okay, I gotta say, Merstedt feels very stationary. Like, he moves very, very slowly. So his height definitely comes into play there. Carezas, however, I really like. Carezas. Over to Isak. Now's the moment. Now is the moment. 83 minutes in. It might finally be done. Oh, mate, this took me long. By the way, I'm using the away kits, hence why they look so ugly. But finally, Random FC might just be picking up that Champions League trophy. Carezas to Isak. Is it done yet? Yes, big tackle. 90 plus 1. Merstedt wants one as well. He won't get it, man. He's a freaking truck. But it's done. And there they are, the treble winners on top of the bus celebrating this victory. But the Ballon d'Or is missing. Sat in between Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. Of course, it's Alexander Isak to win the Ballon d'Or. He helped us big time in that Champions League final. And of course, the slot machine, man, that was a ton of fun. I am currently thinking of multiple things to create for the career mode community to go ahead and give to you guys to make your experience a lot more fun. I'm going to sit down and work on this and do a bit of vibe coding. But thank you all for watching. I appreciate you very much. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd be interested in what I used in this video. And yeah, have a good one. Take care and peace.